Hi guys, I'm slacking off today. Change. This is our personal power series topic for the week. Change. Also known as drama, but two totally different things. Really, they are, I promise. Change is the only constant in our ever shifting worldview. We all are born, we all die, but not all of us pay taxes. Not all of us live the life we're meant to every single day. But everybody changes. Everybody is surrounded by change. Oh, I can't get comfortable today. Everyone is surrounded by change, whether we like it or not. And we have to learn to deal with this. Sometimes it's easier to take change in little bitty steps on a way to a big change. For example, if you're losing weight, change your diet, you change your exercise routine, you change your lifestyle, cut out sodas, sugars, fake stuff, all that stuff. It's little tiny steps towards a bigger change. As far as spirituality goes, learning changes the way our brain works. Just like learning a second language really makes you think differently. They've proven it does. But change is something that no one likes. I've never heard anyone say, you know what I really like? Change. Constantly, all the time, just when I'm comfortable. Bam! Change! Yeah, no. No, and if you know somebody like that, that's weird. It's very weird. So change is so often linked in with drama because nobody likes change, and very few people actually like drama. Change, like moving, switching jobs, changing relationships, whether it's finding a new person or solidifying a relationship, that can be a big change sometimes. Going from boyfriend, girlfriend, to seriously dating, to married, to having kids, to, oh my God, more kids. That's change. Switching jobs can be seriously stressful and difficult. There's a lot of drama involved there. I mean, you know your current work, but when you have to make a change and get a different job, usually with more money, hopefully with more benefits, typically in a new place, that's a lot of change squeezed into a tiny thing. Oh, it's just a job. No, it's not. It's worldview changing. Same thing with really dedicating yourself to change your lifestyle. Even making the time to be more active can be stressful. A lot of people work a job and a half. If you have a family, that's time away from that family that you're using, whether it's running, going to the gym. Hopefully you're doing things with your kids and family. But again, that's still time away. That's change. But how can change be good? Change... It can't. No, of course it can. Change can be great. Change means approaching things differently, learning. Change really is about constantly learning and going with the flow and learning to process things differently, to think through things differently, to perceive and see and sense things differently. So in that way, change is great. Just not always for us. People voting for gay marriage was a huge change. Did it actually affect most people I know? 2, maybe. I know a lot of younger people in same-sex relationships, not really a lot of older people, so I don't think they were ready for marriage anyway. And the folks that I know that were, really, it's just an insurance and legal safety net reason, especially if anybody gets hurt. I mean, my gosh. You still are only allowed to have a certain amount of family members in a hospital room. So, yeah, I know how that goes. But that was huge. That was a huge shift in consciousness regarding, the American people in general. And a lot of people are still having trouble with that. Change is never, ever easy. Usually there will always be half a crowd that you have to drag kicking and screaming. It really should be a 4-letter word. But how can we find personal power through change? You just have to, you have to believe, A, that change is possible, which of course it is. We're all here, aren't we? So we've changed from one form to another. Now we're here. Now eventually we're going to evolve to another form, whether it's through death or through becoming a parent or becoming a spouse or becoming a best friend. We all have changes in our titles, our positions of power. Change, the only constant. We have to learn to go with the flow more. I had extreme difficulty in that. I think my 2 kids have broken me in like a well-worn leather jacket at this point. The water drips right off me like change. But I had extreme difficulty with that at first. I really did. I don't like change. Not at all. My OCD kicks in hardcore when I get stressed out, and change is extremely stressful. I don't care how well adjusted, how spiritual you are, change is stressful. The fact that change almost always comes with drama makes us even more fearful in general. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. You get a new haircut, you do your hair a new color. That's a change. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It can just be a trim or a touch-up. Still a change, not dramatic. Buy a new pair of shoes. You may love it. That's a new change that you love, What else? Gracious, you could try a new dish, try a new restaurant. That's change. You found something new. You've widened your variety. You've experienced something different. That's fantastic. That's happy. I think that if change isn't invigorated into our lives, we kind of stay stuck in a rut. And I know we all know what it feels like to be stuck in a rut, and that sucks. You may get that just kind of heavy burden feeling. And that's when you have to institute change in your own life, Try something new, get a new hobby, make new friends, do something different. Because if you don't do something different, you're going to have what you've always had. Sometimes change is instituted upon us. People get laid off. Our favorite makers stop making our favorite brands of food. Perhaps not even our hair color. They might change. They might not carry my hair color anymore. Let's find a whole new hair color. I'm being forced into that change, Partners may change. That's always super stressful. But we didn't choose that. We were forced into that change. Joy, going through that now. Drama. But we can take power. Even though it wasn't our choice to change, we can take refuge in this idea of change and take opportunity in an idea of change and just go with it. You just have to go with it. Try and make it a fantastic learning experience that you don't have to do again, especially when it comes to relationships, whether it's a job relationship, whether it's a personal relationship that isn't a romantic relationship, or if it's a romantic relationship. Don't make the same mistakes twice, or 3 times, or 5 times, or 6 times. Don't do that. Then change really becomes a 4-letter word, and you have to deal with it differently. Gosh, what else did I want to say? Change is hard. Respect change, be open to change, flow with the change. Learn from the change and be strong. You are who you are. In your core, you are who you are. Anything that changes in the world around you doesn't really affect who you are. You're still you. You're still amazing and vibrant and light-filled and capable of any kind of possibility that you want. So take heart in that. If a change affects you personally, then good, growth. If a change is hard, it's a big lesson you're supposed to be learning then. It's a priority, Gracious, change is a tough topic to take on. Why did I pick this week? It's a rough enough week. But yes, I'm going through my own changes, and I'm dealing with a specific high level of frustration and drama. Change is never easy, but I feel you. And if you're in the middle of a change, that's great. You're halfway through, keep going. And if you're at the beginning of a change, you've already started the process. Just keep moving, keep your eye on the prize. There's always an end in sight. It might not be the end you chose, but there's always an end in sight. So have strength. You can get through it. Change is the only constant. Get used to it. Grow, learn, be fantastic. You're not alone. And if you need to talk, there's all sorts of numbers online, or you can email me at livingmediumship@gmail.com and we can commiserate together. Other than that, just be strong. You know your personal power. I know your personal power. You have fantastic powers. You're limitless beyond belief. The only thing holding you back is you. So grow, love, change, be vibrant, be a model for your community, and just go with it. Go with it. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week.